Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm not sure if any of you have done quilling before, have heard of quilling. So let's talk a little bit about what quilling is. Quilling is using little strips of paper to create these beautiful extravagant designs. I will insert a picture so you can see. This is not my work that I'm showing you. This is something that I have found on the internet. So I personally love quilling. It's got this beautiful 3D effect to it. They are just gorgeous. I have never ventured into this before, so I am a little bit nervous. So with quilling, what you do is you basically would use these strips of paper and you would create your circles and squares and all your different shapes, and then you would stick that onto a canvas. So what we're going to be doing is something called Uniquilling. So I think that Uniquilling is a nice, easy way for beginners to get into it. I personally have never done quilling before, so this is probably a good start for me. I don't know if it's going to work, and I will show you some of the issues that I've run into. I do hope it will work though, but I think it is a work in progress. And I do think that I would like to branch out into actual quilling at some point. So the first thing I want to do is I want to have a look at this beautiful quilling starter kit from Craft Buddies. So let us open it up. Okay, so in here, oopsie, let's just be careful of this loose pin. So the pin is for your glue bottle, which is why they're all stuck together. So let us unstick it. Okay, so your pin is for your glue bottle. So your glue bottle has a little precision tip, obviously to make it easier to work with. You would have to fill this up with your choice of glue, whatever that may be. So I'm not going to use the glue bottle because I already have my Couture Creations all-purpose art glue with a precision tip. So they are actually the exact same tips. I don't know what brand this is. K-Craft, whatever that is. I've never heard of them before. So the next thing you get is, oopsie, some pins. And I'm assuming that this is to pin your design in here. Again, I've never done quilling before, so those who have can maybe leave some insight in the comments. The next things you get is some beautiful quilling paper. Oh, I better not mess it up. Oopsie. So here we have the 5mm thick ones. So these ones are longer / thicker. And these are the brights. And then you also get the 3mm ones, and these are pastels. So we're going to have to see which of these is going to work for what we want to do today. There we are. Then you get a quilling tool. So the thing with the quilling tool is there's a little ridge in here that you can actually slot your paper into to help hold it. So that I think is super useful. This is great for rolling flowers as well. I think you do get an electric one. I could be wrong. Sorry. And then you get a quilling board. So this is obviously to create all your different designs in it. I'm not sure what these dotted numbers are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what that is. There must be a reason for it. But I think this is for like more advanced stuff. I guess I would have to look into it, but that would be a completely different video. I'm just obviously showing you everything that comes with it. So it's got the cork backing, which is obviously where your pins come in, so that you can pin your designs in. And then it's also got, which I think is super cool, a getting started quilling book, which gives you instructions on how to do it. It's got your basic technique of your coiling. It shows you all different designs that you can make. So here is also a good example of quilling. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, let's tidy this up. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is some Uniquilling. So I just want to show you what we've done is we've used some EVA foam to sort of cut a design into. Now I've run into a couple problems with this and I've actually kept one of them so that I could show you. So if you have a look at this, you can see my poor EVA has been absolutely ripped apart. So for this one, I used the deep point blade. So I don't think that the deep point blade is good for what you want to do here. I did just want to show you what happened though. Some of them cut beautifully, but most of them absolutely ripped to shreds. It looked horrible. So then I used the knife blade on the craft foam setting on less pressure, and it did 2 passes. And what happened was it actually cut my entire design out. Like everything was cut out. So when I removed it from the mat, I had loose petals, I had all sorts of stuff everywhere. So I had to throw that away and I had to go for a 3rd time. So what you can do, you can either do what I did, which was sit and watch it cutting, and as it gets to its 2nd pass, I stopped it, so it only had 1 pass. That does require you to kind of be available at your machine constantly to watch it. Or the other thing you can do is let it cut its 2 passes. So let your design cut in mirror. Let it cut its 2 passes, so it's going to cut through it. Then what you do before taking it off of the mat, you're going to layer your die cut and bond. So you've got your die cut and bond, you're actually going to roll that onto it. So you obviously take it, you're going to put it onto it, stick it all over. You're then going to take another piece of EVA and you're going to stick that on top. What that's going to do is it's going to give you these slits that you want. It's also going to give you a little bit of extra thickness, and it's going to keep your design together. So there's some options you could choose to create your template. I did see quite a few designs. I would love to try doing this one. I actually just wanted to do something simple because I've never done this before, and after this I was very hesitant to sit and wait and then have it not work out, and rightfully so, because my one before this also was ruined. So let's get into actually doing our Uniquilling. Okay, so I think one of the things you're going to need for this is tweezers. So I have tweezers available. I've got some tweezers here. So if you have a look, you can actually see that it's cut little ridges in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our glue. And we're actually going to insert that glue into there. I don't want to do it right now because I still need to get everything. Ah, it's leaking. And we're then going to slot the little pieces of quilled paper into it. So it's kind of, I guess it's fake quilling, if you could say that. I don't think it's fake because it gives you a beautiful result in the end. And obviously as you go along, you can add in little swirls. You can do whatever it is that you want to. We're going to keep it simple just because I don't know what I'm doing. So let's get to it and see if we can create something beautiful. Okay, so I just had some dinner. Usually I let the videos go seamlessly into each other. I can't remember exactly where I stopped though. So one of the things that I like is that they are connected on the end. So you can actually pick them up if you have to, and they're not all going to come apart. So that is one thing that I like about it. So we are going to be starting with the green because the leaves, oopsie, the leaves and the stems are going to be green. So what we need to do is we actually need to just kind of measure it out. So I guess we can do that when it is still connected. Oopsie. So what we're doing, we're putting it in the grooves. And I'm going to have to clean it because this is my first time doing it. Please remember that. So I may not be the best at this. But you can see I'm just putting the glue into the grooves. And we're gonna put the pin in so it doesn't dry out. Just clean that up. Okay, remember you want to have tweezers handy in case you need them. Oopsie. I really need better practice at this. Okay. And I'm kind of ruining my EVA with my nails and the glue, but it's fine. We're trying. So I've been going for about an hour and a half, and this is how far I am. So this is much harder than it looks. It requires a lot of patience. I think it is something that I'm going to revisit, but this gives you the general idea of what you want to do. You want to basically insert your papers so that you're going to get a 3D picture in the end. I don't know if I'm happy to invest my time in this specific picture because I'm already not happy with it. There's so many techniques that I still need to learn. I think if you've done paper quilling before, it's going to be a lot easier for you. I've never done paper quilling before, so that is already difficult for me. I am going to try this again though. I want to do a new picture. I want to learn the technique better. I want to try and do it the way that we discussed in the beginning. I'm just cleaning up all these millions of pieces of paper in the beginning, where I actually do let it cut entirely through and then stick a piece onto the back. I'm just not happy to give my all to this and then I'm gonna throw it away because I've messed up, me, user error. I've messed up the board and I have crinkled the papers so much. So one thing that you can do, and it's what I did here, is that you can actually fill in your little gaps with paper quills. So let's for instance take the green, oopsie, let's just take a piece of it so we can see. So what I was telling you about, you can see I've got glue all over my hands. So it's got a little slot in it. You would put your paper into, oopsie, paper into the slot, and then you would twirl it. Oopsie, we let it go, but it's fine. So what we would then do is we would actually shape it. And then you could take that and you could actually, so we would obviously so I'm not going to go all out because I am just showing you what you can do. I would love to see if you actually venture out and try this. If you have any tips for me this time, I think this was a very ambitious project and maybe one that I need a little bit more time to master. But that's fine. We can't just automatically be good at everything, unfortunately. Okay, and then this could basically go like in here, for instance, like so. Or you could do two. You could have one in the bottom, one in the top, and that would just give you a little bit more of that quilling feeling to it. Let's see if it would fit here. It's a bit big. Nope. Oopsie. There we are. So you could just fit these in to your little things, and you could actually have that. Okay, obviously you would glue it in. I'm not going to glue it in. But I think that gives you an idea of how it works and the things that you can do. So remember, you're going to want to cut this with your knife blade. You want to do it on the craft foam setting. You're either going to want to let it go for both of its passes, and then it's going to cut completely through. You're going to add your double-sided tape or your die cut and bond onto the back, and then you're going to stick another piece on top, flip it, and it's going to have the cutout there. Or you're just going to let it go once. So I'm definitely going to revisit this again. I'd love to see if you've done anything with quilling or Uniquilling, or if you have any suggestions for me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this time I can learn something from you.